Did it come out of nowhere, like on the curve too, or something like that? Yeah.
I mean, it's not even gonna be 10 o'clock at night.
Yep. Well, that's what, when my wife hit ours, we were on the interstate, and she saw it at least, so she slowed down from like 75 to probably like 50 real quick before it hit, but there was like 4 or 5 that ran across, and the last one is what got it. Usually not, yeah.
I got,
So if you see eyes, look for more. Yeah, I'm usually pretty careful, but again, it's exhaustion overload.
Yeah, no, I hear, and there's not a lot you can do when they just come out of nowhere like that too, so.
And it ran off.
Oh, so you didn't kill Bambi's mom.
It might have.
Yeah, it could.
Run off and
It could, broke a hip, and then be, yeah, it could. That's the sad part.
yeah,
library
if I
folks
could
are
have
looking
killed
for
it, you know, then
a little bit of help.
Well, then somebody can come clean up and all that stuff, yeah.
I did call.
Gutters and waters getting
Yeah.
down between the
Yeah, we had to do the same thing just to get to be able to make the insurance claim and everything, yeah.
meant to pay for it all, but,
It's actually a funny story about that too. So we called the police, and our front thing was dented to the point to where it was rubbing up against the tire. So the cop offered me a crowbar, and he said, "Oh, you do your thing." So I did the crowbar and stuff like that. And he was in his car sitting up doing a report, and I started to walk back with the crowbar to give it back to him. And I just realized something. I'm a white guy, but I'm walking back. And this is like at midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm walking back. The camera's on me. I'm walking back to the cop's car with a crowbar in my hand. I just realized I got about 10 feet away, and I went,
good fit.
"Sorry, I just want to let you know."
Next year, they should
He goes, "What are you talking about?" I just realized I'm a guy in the middle of nowhere approaching you with a crowbar. He says, "You're good. Come on." But it's those things you think about.
It does.
Can you imagine? I mean, if I got Chad, the guy would be able to say, if you look at the video camera, he's walking to me like this.
We could have a working meeting.
Yeah, yep.
Well, tell
I'm
him
not-
congratulations on her.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I was just happy that it wasn't a
we
city-sponsored event, because if it was, I'm like, you could never, I
And
can't
then,
run anything like that, you know?
Then I got, I says, you know,
I'm
we
always
gotta get
excited when I know that.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was great.
people
It was pretty good, it was pretty good, yeah.
people that don't have,
I like it.
this is drug out. And I cut it out for having trick or treat on Halloween.
Like everyone else is, or?
Well, they selling brewers having theirs on Saturday. Says, well, how come we're not?
Halloween's on Sunday.
Halloween's on Sunday. That's what I said.
John, what did you think of that, policy?
The what?
Policy that I sent you?
Some good things, some things I thought were a little bit, yeah, I thought they were a little bit too far on a couple things. Let me get something a little bit more generic
Okay.
and,
Write your thoughts on it and send it back to me, I can tweak it.
sure. Call the Oglesby council meeting to order.
Albright,
Here.
Cullinan, Kern,
Here.
Yasi,
Here.
Laura.
Aye. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need a motion and second to approve the minutes from the October 4th, 2021 regular meeting.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes from the October 4th, 2021 regular meeting.
Second.
Albright,
Aye.
Kern,
Aye.
Yasi,
Aye.
Laura.
Aye. Public comments on agenda items only. Having none, we'll move on, and I apologize for not making the announcement earlier. Cully is not here tonight because he's out of town. I need a motion and second to approve the bills as presented for payment.
I will make a motion to approve the bills as presented for payment.
Second.
Albright. Curran.
Aye.
Mieski.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Approve third quarter building permits in the amount of $233,802.
I will make a motion to approve the third quarter building permits in the amount of $233,802.
Second.
Albright.
Aye.
Curran.
Aye.
Mieski.
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Approval to recommend to the Fire and Police Board the hiring of 2 full-time police officers, one dedicated specifically to the Illinois Valley Community College. We are in negotiations with the college for a full-time police officer out there. The second officer is to try to fulfill our commitment to try to keep 2 people on duty at all times. It's a safety issue with us, and that police officers is going to be paid, if I understand it correctly, with drug fund money.
It is the intent for the officer, one officer to be paid via drug fund money, and the second officer would be paid through the college.
And so do we have an intergovernmental agreement with the college? Because I think we should do that before we
we
hire
do.
said officer.
Well, it's just the idea of getting the approval. We do have an intergovernment approval for how we staff the police at, with part-time. This will be expanded. We met with them, to see what kind of coverage that they wanted. They don't want just strictly an 8 to 4. They want some night coverage, and they were not interested. They're not interested in the coverage when the college is on break, if that's the proper way to put it.
I'm wondering if what Tommy's touching on is my question a little bit is, I remember we talked about that they're gonna have some kind of agreement with us that they're gonna pay the differences between not just the wages, but like the benefit packages and things like that. Was that already agreed upon, or is that part of the intergovernmental agreement we need to get?
It would be part of the intergovernmental agreement to get. Going out and hiring a police officer, I think the police board first has to do we have sufficient qualified candidates on the list? If not, that's a process all in itself.
But we're done voting on it if this gets approved tonight, and then without intergovernmental agreement, they can still hire 2, even if we don't get that done, is what I understand here.
Would you like to make that contingent upon the signing of the changes to the intergovernmental agreement?
I want to see the intergovernmental agreement first, because you're with a different taxing body you're negotiating. And I'm not saying not gonna be good, but I'm just worried about what's gonna come out of that agreement either way. So I can't get on board with approving something that then who knows what the actual agreement's gonna state, especially who's calculating the benefits, the insurance, all that kind of stuff. And so when we go out to, if our insurance goes up, is that gonna be in the agreement? There's a lot of different moving parts that should be in the agreement that I was hoping that would be underneath here to see before we approve it.
Sure. I know that when Dom and I spoke about the wages that would be assessed to them, we did do a quick guesstimate of what pension and insurance and everything would be, and added that to the hourly rate. So, but that is not in writing, Tom, so
Okay.
if you're wanting something in black and white, I think that will need to come out of
Yeah,
the further discussions with
the
college.
the idea is, I've calculated the
what the rates of pay are, their increase, the medical insurance, and the pension. But if we wanna, if we wanna table it, or what do you wanna do, that's fine. I think it's something that's benefits not only the city, but the college. This is, I think, a win-win for everybody.
No,
I'm not looking for us to take a financial hit on this at all.
No, I agree. I do believe it is a win-win, and I have nothing but the utmost faith in Illinois Valley Community College. We've got great relationship with them. But I think Tommy does make a good point. If we are looking to have some kind of intergovernmental agreement that lays this out, I do think the right thing to do probably is, instead of just betting on good faith, we probably should have the agreement completed first before authorizing the officer hire.
Can we separate the two and still recommend to the Fire and Police Board the hiring of one full-time officer for the city of Oglesby to help with keeping our contract agreement of having two on at all times?
That would be the one that's with the funds that we can control, is what you're talking about,
That's right,
Yeah.
and
That-
being
that
paid
would-
for
that
through
would be
the
paid
task force.
From the drug fund.
which we already control.
Yes,
And so is that 3 years of salary or 6? That's
it's three.
okay. And I'm okay with that. So if we can split it, I'm okay with that.
So we just want to just change it to where it's just hiring one right now and leave out the part about the dedicated specifically to Illinois Valley Community College?
And then maybe bring back to the next meeting the
Well, I
the
think if
intergovernmental
you're gonna
agreement.
do it, and we'll specifically lay it out that it'll be, that officer will be paid out of through the drug fund.
Yes.
To put that in there?
And I'm just gonna go off the college again. So do they have staffing issues at the college? Why do they want a full timer?
Everybody has staffing issues, Tom.
Security.
Okay.
And we were not looking to have the same employee out there, 8 hours a day,
Okay.
5
be-
days
So
a week.
they
or
want the same person all the time?
No,
No.
Okay.
no. Actually, we were looking to split that.
Okay.
4 hours from one guy, 4 hours for another. It all depends on how they wanted how we can work out the coverage.
Because what is it now? We give about 4 hours a day, right?
It's 4 to 5 hours.
So they're basically looking just to expand that
Double
to
it,
be a
yeah.
full-time, okay.
I'm just, because right now they just pay overtime and the benefits they don't even have to pay for, so that's why I'm surprised they want a full-time guy, but it's up to them, so I'm okay with it.
Well, these are some crazy times.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, am I able to make a motion to approve, to recommend to the Fire and Police Board the hiring of one full-time police officer to be paid through the Drug Task Force?
I'm good with, if that's the motion, I'll second it.
Augubright,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Yasi,
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Okay, the next one is approval to seek bids for the demolition of the Reisner Building located at 246 West Walnut Street, Oglesby. Since that is, we do have grant money, we have to go out for a bid for that.
I'd make a motion to approve to seek bids for the demolition of the Reisner Building located at 246 West Walnut Street, Oglesby, Illinois.
Second.
Augubright,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Yasi,
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Approval to obtain BHMG for engineering services for Malik Sub-Terminal Design.
So what you guys have at your thing is an additional new one that came up. If, what's in your packet seemed like it was a little high to me. When I looked at that, I found out the reason it was so high. That was based on them doing the second feed, expanding the circuits for another transformer, everything there. We're not 100% sure exactly what services or what we're going to expand yet. There's still a lot of things in flux with GTI, but I think we know that we do want to at least continue with the second feed, which has redundancy for all of our businesses and our homes inside the city. So that's what the second one is for. That's the one I'd be looking to place on file. Actually, it says approval. I think it has to be placed on file because I just got it the other day. But it's for $65,000. What that is the engineering fees to be able to put the second feed in. And we are more than likely going to expand upon that a little bit, but I want to be able to get the ball rolling. Anybody have any questions on that at all?
What's the total estimated interconnect fee?
For just the second feed, it's
Yeah.
about $811,000.
Alrighty.
That's not including the advanced automated switching or the second transformer, though. So that's just the base amount to get everything moving.
So what's an advanced automated, so that's if the one goes down, it automatically switches, or? is
Yes.
that what-
Correct.
I'm kidding.
Yes,
Okay.
with
So-
the sensor.
And that's not all been designed and everything up yet, though.
Oh, so
we're,
they just, oh, okay.
yeah, I hate to give you a rough figure, but I think what I saw is we're probably looking at about 1.6 million if we did everything. But a lot of that's going to be contingent upon what GTI needs for expansion for other circuit loads and things like that.
And that's with the second transformer.
Correct.
Yes.
So this right here is no second transformer, which does not expand our load capacity in any way, shape, or form. It just gives us redundant power into the city. Any other questions, concerns over that? And we'll just place it on file here too, so that way if there's anything that needs to get modified with it, we can modify that in the next couple weeks as well. So with that being said, I'd like to make a motion to place on file the BHMG engineering services for Malik Subterminal Design for $65,000.
Second.
Alderman,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Yeski,
Aye.
Aye. Approval to accept the bid from Spectra Tech to seal 2 manholes. And that's $7,620.
Yeah, what this is if you remember, we talked about a while ago the different penetrations we have into our sanitary system, and kind of our thing with the EPA of our goal to try to eliminate those. We came up with another large, shouldn't say large, another portion of penetration. It was actually in the railroad bed, kind of near where the dry bridge is. There's 2 manholes there that are leaking in, and basically we're getting stormwater into our sanitary there, is what's going on. So there's no questions on that. I'd like to make a motion to approve and accept bid from Spectra Tech to seal 2 manholes.
Second.
Alderman,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Yeski,
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye. Next on the list is approve request from Bulldogs Bar to close North Glen Avenue from Walnut to the south to the alleyway on 10/29/21 from 3 to 11:59 for the Witches and Warlock Walk.
I'll make a motion to approve request from Bulldogs Bar to close North Glen Avenue from Walnut Street south to the alleyway on 10/29/2021 from 3 to midnight, I'm guessing, for the Witches and Warlocks Walk.
I'll second.
Alderman,
Aye.
Curran,
Aye.
Yeski,
Aye.
Rivera.
Aye.
So is that south or North Glen?
Should be
South.
south, I think.
South, okay. All right.
South. Are you a Witch or a Warlock?
I'm not gonna be there, I have a feeling, but just wondering.
All business. None? Public comments? None? Commissioners' reports?
I have nothing to report tonight. Oh, actually I do, never mind. So, I can blame the engineering company, right, that we just hired to do our substation.
I hate to use the word blame, but
I will
but
blame
sure.
them because I can't believe it happened, but anyway. So GTI came into town, they're getting a better rate because they use so much power, they're in a higher tier, so we get a discount. And so based on that, we have to add the discount for the rest of the citizens of Oglesby into it. to find out everyone else's bill because it comes based on the GTI rate instead of the overall rate. Well, the calculation the engineers gave us did not add in the discount that was supposed to not go to the residents because GTI uses so much power. So over the last 3 months, it was underpaid by over $80,000. So we talked about it this week and we came up with a plan that over the next 6 months, we will be charging back the residents. And what I was told by the city and the electrical engineering company was it's gonna be around $1.30 a month is what they're adding on for the next 6 months. So it was not a major bill for individual residents, but overall it added up to over $80,000. So that's why we have to go back and raise it.
Yeah, so basically, for the first 3 months of them getting their benefit, there was a miscalculation that was done for that 3 months. So the power cost adjustment should have been modified differently, and it was not. So instead of just moving it out over 3 months, we kind of talked about it, and then we were able to spread it over 6 months. So it should almost be a negligible cost. But if people are wondering why in the winter months the power cost adjustment even seems to have anything that's above zero, that's what it's based on.
That's all I have tonight.
In September, the ambulance saw 60 calls, 10 of those being transfers. Within the fire department, we had 18 calls. And their self-contained breathing apparatuses, the air tanks that they have, 20 out of the 35 need to be replaced. They expire after 15 years of service. It's illegal to refill them. So we need to replace 20 of them at $799 apiece, or a grand total of $15,980. It's a safety issue. We did apply for grant money to pay for it. However, we were declined the grant money. So that's coming back to us.
We don't have a choice.
No, it's a safety issue. In the police department, they were very busy. They accomplished a lot of mandatory training, such as, all officers qualifying with their duty weapons, Assistant Chief Marcus and Sergeant Valley attending sexual assault investigation training, Assistant Chief Marcus and Officer Barnes attending the active shooter training, which is great. Officer Barnes doing the breath alcohol operator training. Officer Rivera completing his 40 hours of mandatory firearms. In addition to that, they did meet with the school superintendent and principal at Lincoln School to solve the parking and traffic issues around Lincoln School. And from what I hear, that's going very well. And finally, but certainly not least, Sergeant Gonzalez was the Officer of the Month, so we'd like to congratulate and thank Sergeant Gonzalez for his dedication.
All right, the only thing I really have is, so leaf pickup is ongoing right now, and the week of November 22nd will be the week of branch chipping pickup, and that's all I got.
When did you say the branch was gonna be?
The branch chipping will be the week of November 22nd. It's basically the week after leaf pickup, leaf vac.
It's short. I want to thank the City of Oglesby employees, the businesses who passed out candy, and the businesses and residents who supported the event. Everyone, young and old, had a great time. The smiles on their faces told the story. Halloween is October 31st. It's a special day in our house. We have two sons born on that day, the oldest and the youngest. Honestly, it never occurred to me to change the date for trick or treat. Halloween is Sunday the 31st. I've been informed that LaSalle Improved has moved trick or treat to Saturday. Spring Valley's on Sunday. I can't see no reason to move it. That's all I've got.
It's from 5 to 7.
5 to 7. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Augubright.
Aye.
Curran.
Aye.
Miyake.
Aye.
Rivard.
Aye.
And so, yeah, the charge, it is cheaper, but we're charging them more because we put the GTI discount, which is more than ours, Well, this is true, but, this guy got over and then we'll be 10%. Yeah, you're right. You're good, you're good. May 1st. Yeah, it's a 6 month surcharge. Yeah, it's not that much.